Yo, what's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Nate the Great coming at you with another live. You already know if you're new to the channel, like, share, comment, and subscribe. And to all the returning friends and family, y'all already know it's peace and blessings. Give y'all a little bit of time to tune in. I didn't put up a notification because just now waking up, and honestly, I know the mornings I don't usually do notifications anyway, so first things first, hopefully everybody's having a blessed and productive Saturday. Hopefully everybody is able to be with their loved ones, enjoying the weekend. Whether it's raining or not, it's raining on this end, so but it's not a pour down, so that's a good thing. Sherry, what's going on, sis? Anita, what's going on? Amy, word, what's going on, y'all? See everybody popping in. I appreciate those who tuned in for the wake and bake yesterday. Appreciate those who tuned in to the backup for the music, even though they was being cop blockers, but it's all good. I was supposed to go live again last night, but again, I try to run around these streets and support everybody that been rocking with me. So, but I did do an upload, so it's been a minute since I did one of those, but it didn't have that good feeling to it. The only reason why I didn't have that good feeling is because it feel like no matter what you say or how you try to present it, like some people don't understand that a person like me is just not going to give up on humanity, and I ain't going to give up on nothing. The one thing I really do feel adamant about is y'all parents protecting your kids, man. Shawanda, what's going on? I see y'all all in here. Wow Info, what's going on? Hammer, I see y'all all in here. I stand adamant on that because some of y'all fail to realize that there are still situations going on in this world right now, and it's getting even worse. And the one thing you should always want to do as a parent is protect your kid. Your kid ain't old enough to drive. Your kid ain't old enough to work, pay a bill, or do anything. They shouldn't be outside all hours of the evening. I'm sorry. I don't give a damn what's going on at home. No kid should be out in the streets late in the evening. Ain't nothing good out there for them. Nothing at all. Found myself really disturbed last night. Walking out late to go to the store while I was still supporting some of y'all. And like I said, a couple girls sitting in the staircase of my building. I'm just looking like, as dangerous as shit is out here, you would actually sit in these stairwells to do what? You know, and then y'all not even thinking that if something would have happened, then what? Some of you youngins got to stop putting yourselves in that position too. Again, there is nothing fucking fun about being out late in the evening. Some of y'all want to be grown so badly until something happens to you. Now you have to be a grown up. See, I can only speak to those who actually do care about their kids, because some of y'all actually don't. Because if you did, something like this would wake you the fuck up and realize, look, I got to protect my kid at all costs. Again, some of you parents need to start waking up and loving your fucking kids, man. Start doing right by them. It's not fucking fair that these kids gotta fucking go through certain things, and it's because you adults won't try to do the things possible to keep them afloat. Yes, I know it's a different bag. I know sometimes the kids are running away from home because of whatever's going on, but that still does not give them the right to be out in the streets late in the evening. Sorry, they don't. Because God forbid if something was going on last night in my building and something would have popped off, 9 out of 10 girls would have been fucking mixed to shit. And it's sad because you parents that got girls, y'all need to fucking make sure your kids is where they supposed to be at. Like, come on. God forbid something happens, then what? What you gonna say then? You gonna try to blame everybody else? No, you gotta blame yourself as a parent because you wasn't watching and making sure your kid was in a safe fucking place. Agent X, what's going on? Chef, what's going on? What's going on, y'all? Sorry to be going off like this early in the morning, but that shit kind of still got me tight this morning. I'm like, God forbid if something would have happened, a shooting would have happened in the building, a raid would have happened, some other shit would have happened, and they'd have got wrapped up. Then what? What y'all parents would have said then? Who you gonna blame? Nobody but yourselves again. Because why is your kids out after 1, 2 o'clock in the fucking morning? Ain't none of them old enough to even buy a pack of cigarettes. Why are they out late in the evening like that? Do some of y'all parents really give a fuck what's going on with your kids? I really want to know that question. Do some of y'all really give a fuck about your kids? Because this is a clear sign that you don't. Meek, what's going on? I ain't see you in a minute, sis. Hope all is well with you. Those who just tuned in, you already know hit the like button. Actually, I'm about to stop saying that altogether. I don't give a damn if you hit the like button or not. I'm not worried about shit. I'm worried about this message getting out. This message definitely got to be out there today. Some of y'all really fucking fell, bumped your head, and don't know how to fucking regroup. Because again, your kids should not be out late in the evening if they're not doing something of constructive. Like if they're not coming home from work or after school program, why are they out all hours of the evening? It'd be your fucking downfall if you get that phone call and you hear something about your kid got raped or your kid got killed or your kid got locked up. Then who you gonna blame then again? Buddha, what's going on, sis? Appreciate you. You know, it's a sad world we living in right now. And just like I said, God forbid if something would have been going on crazy in the building last night, y'all girls would have got wrapped up in for what? Where the fuck are your parents at? And why they not making sure your ass is somewhere indoors and not somewhere where they could be in trouble? It's crazy, man. And I really felt the fucking way about that last night. Because like I said, that could have been anybody coming down them stairs. And God forbid if something would have happened, then what? Now you got victims, and now you got to quote unquote find the attacker. And 9 out of 10, the way some of you people do it, you're not even going to open your mouth and say something if you see it. This is why it's always going to be an uphill battle. But I refuse to give up. Because again, some people are going to have to get this clear notion. You get one shot in this physical form. After that, you could only do but so much. Kev, what's going on, my guy? Yeah, see, Buddha, what you just said is truth. Radio Few, what's going on? It's the truth, though. You got to be mindful. Y'all got to really start paying attention to your kids. And some of these kids is only wilding out and acting out because you parents are not doing what you're supposed to be doing at home. And I'm not saying all of you, but some of you really, you're on the bad end, right? You're on the bad end of everything right now. You know, and it's crazy because guess what? Sometimes a situation going to happen. That person or that perpetrator ain't going to get caught right away. And if you got a community of people that won't open their mouths to certain things, guess what? You're going to have to worry about this person striking again. It's almost the same way with murder. If you know somebody that's running around here doing shit, you a fucking civilian. You supposed to open your mouth and say something. You want to feel safe. How can you feel safe if you ain't trying to be a part of the solution? Come on, man. No kid should have to worry about any of these dangers that's going on right now. None of them. And then again, none of these kids should be out all hours of the night. Again, I wish I could have been one of them fucking select few back in the day to be out all hours of the night at a young age. It wouldn't even happen. I lost people along the way because those people, their parents didn't give a fuck about them. They was out and about doing what they was doing and got wrapped up in the streets. Never since that day, I always felt the type of way about youngins being outside too late. You ain't even working or doing something constructive. What do you need to be out past 12, 1 o'clock for? Anita, guess what? Because I still got God kids at the end of the day. My youngest is about to fucking graduate in a couple months. So I've always been that way. I've been that way about all of my God kids and anybody that has been up under me. That's just me. Even if I had my own kids, I still would be on some bullshit right now. Because it's crazy how some of you think that your method of parenting is working. It ain't working that much if your kid ain't listening to you, if your kid is running away, or if your kid is doing what they want to do and you ain't fucking checking. Like I told somebody before, I don't have kids, but I don't necessarily have to have kids to have some concern and some compassion for these youngins, man. Because I was a youngin' my damn self. And at one point, I didn't think nobody gave a fuck about me. So I'm gonna really keep it real today. You got some kids who actually feel like nobody gives a fuck about them. So that's why some of them go on the routes they gone. Me, on the other hand, I knew who had love for me, didn't know who had love for me, and didn't give a fuck neither. I was in one of those stages, young and not giving a fuck. Yo, look, what's going on, bro? I ain't even peep you pop in, bro. Nah, but it's the truth, though. You know, it doesn't matter if you got kids, doesn't matter if you got nieces, nephews, cousins, whoever. You want to see the best from them. You don't want to see them in any type of predicament where y'all gonna be crying or going through it later. And it's a sad notion to think that some of y'all not actually doing your jobs and protecting your kids, man. But some of y'all run around here like your shit don't stink. Like you the best parents in the world, and meanwhile you're allowing certain things to happen to your kids. You're allowing your kids to overthrow or overrun everything in your house. Some adults are gonna have to start realizing that. Some of y'all see that these youngins is out too late. Y'all gotta intervene sometimes. Sometimes you never know. They might actually listen if you coming at them a certain way. Hood, you know you waste that bottle, bro. I'ma elbow drop your ass early on a Saturday morning. What's going on, bro? Nah, but I'm saying you gotta really think about that. You're not doing what you're supposed to be doing, and then you're wondering why certain situations are happening. And now I'm speaking to those parents who are irresponsible. You can't get mad at the world, and you can't get mad at nobody else if you're not doing what the fuck you're supposed to be doing as a parent. Stop trying to put the blame on somebody and take accountability for your bullshit. You think if I had kids right now, you think I'd be allowing them to go through some hell? No. 9 out of 10, I'd probably be the one homeschooling them. And even if I had to send them to school, man, listen, don't think they ain't gonna be knowledgeable on shit before they get there and after they leave there. Facts, hood, off the top rope. You know, but it's sad though. And I think some of that is because some of you parents, you still immature minded. You slipped up, you had a kid, now you feel like I can still live my life and fuck the kids. You actually got some parents that think that the fucking fun thing to do every night is going to the club, going to the bar, going to get fucked up. That ain't the life to live, especially when you got kids, fool. And I always felt like this. Once you got kids in the mix, certain things in your life, you're gonna have to put it on hold. Whether you want to or not, you're gonna have to. Because you have a child to think about now. You got your own life to think about. You want to see the safety of your kids and everybody else. How can that fucking possibly happen if everybody is just trying to live young? You parents got to understand, once you made that decision to have a kid, you got to fucking be the stern figure and do what you got to do. The problem with some of y'all now is that the streets is raising your kids. The internet is raising your kids. You're not even taking the time out to see if your kid got homework. You're not taking the time out to see if your kid been going through any type of troubles in school. You're not even taking the chance to go up to the school themselves and see what the fuck is going on. That's the problem now. And trust me, if half of y'all parents would get in that notion and start bringing yourselves up around these schools and shit like that, especially where your kid is at, you will see a lot of shit that you ain't think you was going to see. And sometimes all it takes is for you to pop up on your kids one time and they see that you ain't playing, or they see that they know what's going on there. I remember fucking kids used to be like, hey, I ain't worried about that shit. Motherfuckers ain't calling my mother. Mother be right up at the damn school waiting for your ass, ready to fuck you up because they had to either miss work or do whatever to come get you. I'm from that era. That needs to come back into succession, man. That definitely needs to come back. Y'all need to start popping up at your kids' schools and making sure everything is everything. Because then that's how you'll be able to catch every performance. Hey, April, what's going on, sis? Not sure what's cooking. What's going on, sis? See y'all in here. Nah, Cherry, because you know that shit. You know sometimes that was the worst thing when your parent did a fucking surprise pop-up out of nowhere. Fuck out of here, man. That's what needs to happen more often, especially in this era now. Because some of y'all thinking, well, my parents don't give a fuck about me at home. I doubt they're going to give a fuck about me in school. Until a parent actually pop up to see what's going on with your ass and they see that you ain't doing what you're supposed to be doing. Now, you're going to have a concerned parent that's ready to whoop your ass. Some of y'all need that. I'm sorry, but some of y'all need that. Y'all need the parents to pop up on your asses one good time and see you doing shit you ain't supposed to be doing. Because again, at a kid's age, y'all should be worried about being a kid. Teenage, we know teenagers going through the hormones and everything else, and we grant all of that. But y'all still got to keep yourselves thinking. You still got to keep yourselves with that notion. I got to keep myself safe regardless. It's a sad notion that some of you parents really don't give a fuck. And see, I can tell you this right now. They always say the people that don't know don't give a fuck. Those ones that don't give a fuck, that's because they was already set that way. Ain't no getting them out of their fucking ways if they was already set like that. The ones that don't know, they still got to get this awareness. They still got to fucking hear this. So I don't think I'll be able to fucking quit the way I want to quit. Because for every day that I'm even to be out and about, there's always something being brought up. Like last night, this topic wasn't going to get brought up last night at all, nor this morning. But for the fact that you got young kids that's supposed to be in the house at a certain time and they in the staircases hanging out, that's a problem right there. And that's not just in my area. That's almost every spot in the city. You're going to have certain buildings that you got the youngins running rampant. Where the adults at? Why nobody saying nothing and standing the fuck up and doing what they supposed to be doing? You can't be that scared in life. Then again, I'm starting to believe some of y'all are scared because you won't even take your asses to these community meetings and try to fucking raise your voices about what's going on in your community. So I believe if you ain't doing that, you ain't watching your kid. You ain't making sure your kid's straight. And don't cry later on when shit happens to your kid. One thing I hate is when parents say, oh, he was a good one. He ain't never do nothing. This ain't like them. How would you fucking know if you ain't paying any asses no attention? That person could be presenting something to you and be outside being a terror. You don't know that because you ain't doing your due diligence as a fucking parent. I can remember one parent out here crying and moping, saying, oh, they try to lock my kid up. My kid ain't never do this, this, that, and the third. Lady, your kid been running around here doing shit for a minute. You just didn't want to fucking see it and believe it when people was telling you that shit. It had to take his ass to get arrested and damn near killed for you to realize, damn, I fucked up. I messed up the bag, man. Yeah, Cherry, that's how it went back in the day. See, some of them folks, even if they wasn't your parents, they would fucking put you in the right place. Or they would set you straight. And then when you got home, you had to deal with whatever you had to deal with. That part I believe and I know. You know, but it's sad. Shouldn't even have to come to that direction either. But some of y'all really like losing your minds right now. I don't see how some of y'all parents can even sleep at night knowing that your kids could be in possible danger. You're not even making sure your kid is in the house. You're not making sure your kid is somewhere around somebody safe, nothing. But then when something does happen, there's, oh, I knew you shouldn't have. No, you should have been on point and made sure your fucking son or your daughter was around the right people and shit wouldn't happen. Yo, Kailani, what's going on, man? Definitely appreciate y'all for tuning in. Wasn't gonna be on this live but for so long. Um, but I definitely wanted to touch up on this because I don't see how some of y'all even feeling comfortable or even have a good conscience to even say, I think I'm doing good. I think my kid should be out of fucking harm's way. No, your kid is always going to be in harm and in jeopardy, especially if they under that age. And as a parent, you still supposed to make sure, even when your kids get grown, that their moral compass is still intact. Yeah, they can still be their own person, but make sure that their morality and everything else is in point. Because if not, you'll be surprised what the fuck might happen. And then that's only the first thing. All of that blame gonna come back to the parent because you wasn't doing what you were supposed to as a parent. No, but the parents need to start fucking caring because there's been too much shit going on out here these last few years. See, some of y'all not caring. There's a situation why some of these kids was actually dying from these. Let me put this up, man. Part of the reason why some of these people caught the COVID is because you not watching your kids, making sure they in a safe zone. You also being irresponsible, being around the wrong people, not even knowing that you have it and you passing that shit along. A lot of innocent kids done got killed out here in these streets because either they running away from home or their parents just didn't give two fucking shits about them. We tired of seeing that shit. We tired of seeing it. You tired of seeing the same old peanut butter and jelly madness. And see, with people like me, I'm not going to stop fucking being adamant and vocal about it. Because some of you are going to have to wake the fuck up to realization that this is really what's going on now. Your kid could be messed around with. Your kid could mess around and get themselves kidnapped, thrown in the sex trade. You don't know because you ain't busy being a fucking parent. You supposed to make sure they on all accords, period. And it shouldn't be that way neither. It shouldn't be it take you to lose a kid or take you to lose multiple kids for you to fucking realize that this ain't a game no more. And that you need to fucking upgrade and do something in your life. World is drastically changing, and regardless to what, that don't mean we all gotta fucking fall for the madness and fall for the trap. Night out, what's going on? One thing I can say, I made sure my god kids was doing what they was supposed to be doing. Whether I was around them every other day or not. Two of them, I know for a fact I ain't around them every day because they upstate. But when they out here, they ain't even on that dumb shit. They know what it is because we fuck me and my cousin, we established that. Don't let whatever you see in the streets plague your mind or think that this is what it is, because it ain't. You do have people who actually care. You do have people who do want to see people succeeding. Yeah, because guess what? The adults still ain't finished fucking raising themselves. How the fuck can you raise a village and all you adults are still moving like kids? You rather be out in the fucking club, you rather be turned up, you rather be out here doing whatever, trying to get all the nookies and crannies instead of fucking being a parent. The fuck is wrong with y'all? The fucking village is so fucking. Yeah, I'm telling you, the village is divided because you got some who are actually living accordingly and doing what they're supposed to be doing. And then you got the other ones that just don't give a fuck. If it ain't about their kid, if it ain't about this, it's fuck the world. That's the problem now with this. Oh, it's just me, fuck every. No, y'all got to stop thinking that shit. Because what affects one person could affect everybody. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? Yeah, it is true. It's truthfulness, man. Now, many fucking missing kids probably still ain't get found yet. I just watched something on the news, and I barely watch the news as much. Have you seen this girl, 16 years old, but been missing since before the new year even came in? This just goes to show you these could be victims of circumstances because you parents are not doing what the fuck you supposed to be doing. For all you know, that kid probably done probably been prostituted out and everything else. You wouldn't even know it. For all you know, that kid could probably still be missing, or it's a possibility that kid could be dead. And if it ain't either or, you just got those who felt like, oh, I was raised by this person so long, I don't know you as my parent. It's a multitude of situations, but it's sad when you get those missing kid reports. Have you seen this child? Have you seen that child should have been in fucking safety somewhere? There ain't nothing wrong with smoking your occasional. There ain't nothing wrong with smoking your bud and doing what you're doing to some degree. But you gotta remind yourself too, when you got kids, put that shit to the side and do what you gotta do. Stop trying to be still down with the crowd. Once you done got a certain age, that down with the crowd shit should stop. Be your own person. Be your own individual person. Mo, what's going on? Not even just milk carton children, Cherry. Just you get tired of hearing that shit. You just look on the news. Have you seen this girl? Have you seen this boy? And then when you see when they was missing or when they turned up missing, you be like, well, damn, this how long they been going and this just now coming out? Like, come on. Some of these kids done been missing or done been gone for more than 8 months, a year. You just now putting something out like that as a fucking an awareness or something like that, that's corny. You know how many kids actually could still be out there that could still be found? But then again, some of y'all not doing what you're supposed to be doing as parents. You know your kid done went missing. You better get the fuck on and act like you getting that APB on. Get that APB on. Now I'm looking for my kid. Fuck that. Never supposed to quit on that. Never. And see, I think I know what some of the problem is with some of you adults. You don't love your life enough, so it's fuck my kids. I'm sorry, that's how I feel. That's what y'all saying, basically. It's basically if my life ain't turned out the way it was supposed to turn out, so fuck it. And again, some of y'all shouldn't even be parents because your fucking mindset says immaturity. Your mindset is saying, I ain't gonna never be able to really provide or do the things I need to do for mine. So why even put yourselves in that position? Cheeky, what's going on, sis? Mo, I already know that part. That part I know. That's for those who we know for a fact. You still getting one of those missing reports from these people and they still ain't get found yet. We know what it is. And if they are the lucky ones that they probably traumatized. Think about it. Look at the situation with the girl, even though that was years ago, Elizabeth Smart, prime example. Kidnapped. Like, this is what I'm saying. Parents should be on accord with shit. You do not want your kids being either raised by somebody else or possibly getting raised through this sex trafficking ring that's going on. It's time for y'all to wake the fuck up and realize that this is not a game no more. Just as good as you think you got it, it could be bad in 2 seconds. You think your kid's safe? Then guess what? Now you find out your kid is in some bullshit. Juice, what's going on? Definitely appreciate y'all for tuning in. Compo, what's going on, my guy? You know, it's time to really get into the quarters, though. Some of y'all thinking that your form of parenting is actually working. But if you would just sit back and look and realize what you're doing is fucked up and what you're doing is just bringing the same cycle of bullshit, you will fucking wake up and wisen up and say, you know what, I gotta change this. Again, no kid should have to suffer any type of traumatic experiences before they even hit adulthood. And I mean, those type of traumatic experiences leave long-lasting effects. You parents better start getting in accordance for real. Because there's going to be a situation happen soon. But some of y'all will be crying and trying to make headlines on the news. This should have never happened. It wouldn't have happened if you'd have been paying attention. But when you're not paying attention to what the fuck is going on, you can't expect shit not to happen. When you don't give a fuck about what's going on in humanity, you can't expect shit not to happen. Hey, Anisha, blessings. You know, it's something to really take into consideration. This ain't no fucking laughing matter no more. We still got some of the same things happening day in and day out. And some of these shits could be changed if everybody would actually just start giving a fuck. And not just giving a fuck about themselves, but giving a fuck about humanity. It's the fucking type of shit that we always want to have an uphill battle. As long as you ain't got no fucking backbone, you're going to keep having these same type of situations. You parents better get on the court. What's going on, my guy?
So my nigga
Chilling.
like you in an important call.
No, on my live, talking to the people. Like I'm supposed to. No, but it's the truth. Y'all, some of y'all parents wonder why shit happens. If you fucking busy sitting in front of a TV, smoking, drinking, and you ain't fucking making sure your kid is doing something constructive, what the fuck you think gonna happen? If you too busy trying to get your nut off and you ain't worried about what the fuck your kid doing, what you expect to happen? Dawn, what's going on, sis? Oh, you already know I always enjoy myself. Every day that I'm waked up, I'm blessed. I'm enjoying myself, even when I sound like I'm evil. I'm only sounding evil because again, you get tired of this shit happening, and you fucking parents ain't waking up to the realization. And that's what I'm saying. You parents got to get in the corners because guess what? You still got to fucking give your kids the boundaries. You still got to give your kid the right type of information and education, especially when they out in the streets. Because yeah, you can't be around your kid 24/7, but when they are out and about, they should be safe somewhere. You should be able to feel confident and say, you know what? I know my kid is here. I ain't got to worry about this. And if I do, at least I knew where they was at. You'll mess around, and some of y'all won't even know what the fuck happened. Your kid done probably fucked around, did some wild shit under the noses of everybody, and you still trying to go around thinking everything is sweet. You better start paying attention to your kids, especially out in these streets. And I'm speaking to the parents that really ain't doing shit. I ain't talking about the ones that work. The ones that work, they already feel what they feel to a degree. And some of them are actually still doing what they supposed to be doing, balancing their life as they supposed to. Now I'm speaking to those who really don't got no job, no nothing going on. You motherfuckers better get in accordance with your kids, man. I'm telling you. Because you gonna mess around, your kid gonna be out here doing some shit they ain't supposed to be doing and be another victim of casualty. Or if you ain't paying attention to them, they could be coming outside thinking they about to go meet up and go chill with people and mess around and get kidnapped. And you'll never see their asses again. You know how many parents are still looking for their loved ones that they missing, that they wasn't expecting things to happen and it happened? You know how many people still looking for their loved ones now and wish they could fucking speak to them or at least get some sort of whatever with them? Y'all better fucking take that into accordance. Or do y'all got to see how many people really going to cry over everything that's been happening as of late? You going to keep getting one of those before you start feeling something? Come on now. You know? Yo, Dre, that's a real dead ass. Like, come on, you know you got some of these parents. They don't give a fuck. If they can have 2-3 kids, you think they watching all their kids? If anything, they probably watching the littlest one. Other two probably running around out and about doing whatever, and you don't know what they getting into, especially if you not paying attention to them. And it's sad that you parents is worried about fuck shit, and you ain't worried about your kids' overall safety. You not worried about you possibly being a victim of circumstance your damn self. Because once you get that fucking rude phone call, what happens then? Oh, it's gonna be crickets, right? Crickets? Yeah, I know. Nah, you know that. Mo, listen. Don't think I ain't in accordance with whatever the fuck is going on. But again, I'm not one of them that's gonna give up. I don't give a fuck if people won't hear my mouth until further notice. Because again, you have to wake up to that realization. There's dangers lurking around every fucking corner. And if your kid ain't even fit enough to even try to somewhat defend themselves, what's going to happen? This is why you have to be in accordance with your kids. Even teaching them the simplest basics like self-defense. You're going to have to. Because some of you parents, it's obvious you're not going to be around your kid 24/7. But you're going to want to make sure your kid at least had a fighting chance just in case something did happen. And another thing is stop trying to force things on kids because you want them to be like you. No, they are how you say, they are the replica of you. They are the representation of you. But they still got to be their own people. But that still doesn't mean you're not supposed to do what you're supposed to do. Teaching them the simple basics like defending themselves is definitely something that should be on the list. Because again, we know we got some people who are non-confrontational. But even y'all non-confrontational people are going to have to fight once in the blue. Because if you don't, nobody else is going to fight for you. Nobody else is going to stand up for you. Period. See, I can sit here and honestly say that the ramifications of what's going on right now, it's going to be a lot of y'all downfalls. It's going to be a lot of y'all crying and moping later. Going to be a lot of y'all scratching y'all heads and wondering why. Some of y'all even want to question God himself and even try to curse him. But you can't do nothing but blame and take accountability again for your fucking self. Because God didn't fucking tell that kid to go out there and go do that shit. God didn't tell him to go outside and go be any type of whatever. God didn't tell him to go out there and be a victim either. That's your fault. Take that. And that's what a lot of you parents gonna have to start taking. When you're not being accountable for your kids and you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing, you gotta eat whatever the fuck happens. Period. You have to eat that. Nobody else gonna be able to eat that loss but you, because you wasn't doing what you were supposed to be doing as a fucking adult. Don't let that go over your head neither. That's exactly why the game is messed up to a degree now. Chill, Will. What's going on, man? Definitely appreciate y'all. Y'all just tuned in, hit the like button. I wasn't gonna be all crazy thing. So I already see I got a couple of people that's live right now I actually want to support. Shout out to D Truth. I know he got something going on right now, but I felt I had to talk about this morning because that upload just wasn't enough. The upload definitely wasn't enough. And again, I feel I get better results when I'm on these lives than a fucking upload. Forgive me for having my own opinion on it too. You know, it's really coming to a sad bill nowadays, man. It is. Because again, no kid should have to go through traumas that they shouldn't have to go through before a certain age. And no fucking real parent should be letting their kids run amok. And some of y'all will actually allow your kids to run the household just like how they run the fucking streets. Rabbit crazy for what? As a parent, you are supposed to teach your kids the best possible things you could teach them. Everything. Respect, how to defend themselves when shit get crazy. Everything. The truth about what's going on education-wise, supposed to be on point with that. Period. Tracy, what's going on, sis? Appreciate y'all for tuning in. You know, but it's crazy. When you say something logical, everybody want to be emotional. This is the most logical thing you can hear. Be a parent and not be a kid. Once you done got a certain age, I'm quite sure that maturity level done rose up. So again, you know you got kids, you know you're supposed to be doing what you're doing. Do it. Don't be a victim of circumstance. And don't cry about it later. Because again, some people might actually have the compassion for you, some ain't. And another thing some of y'all parents got to stop doing is stop upholding your kids in all sorts of fuck wrong, all fuckery and wrong shit, period. This is exactly why certain things happen too. Because as long as the parent is upholding their asses in wrong, this is what's going to happen. Time for y'all to take accountability, like I said. If you can't take that, then guess what? You're going to always have that same uphill battle. And it really is sad that some of y'all will laugh like this is funny. This ain't funny no more. Some of y'all think that it's a game. It's not a game at all either. Not a game at all. You want the best for your kids. You claim you love your kids and all of that. You got to show them better. There shouldn't be no, you know what, I don't care about this. I don't care, my child good. No. You got to always be protective of your kid regardless because it's too much going on. Now I'm waiting for the store to unclog. My bad, y'all. You know, but it's the truth, though. But see, when you say things like that again of this magnitude, you're going to have some people who just ain't going to resonate with it. But I don't expect them to neither, especially if they already was set a certain way. You can only do but so much. You could try to wake up those who want to be woken up, and then sometimes you can't. And that's the sad notion about it. And that's the problem. Some of you parents have allowed your kids to be so unruly and just so whatever. It's like, come on. Like, what does it take for y'all to wake the fuck up and realize that you were the adults, not the kids? You the one that's supposed to be setting the rules and setting the examples, not the kids. Why is it some of the kids are moving a little more stern than the parents? Why are the parents moving like kids? You gotta ask those questions, man. It's crazy. Yo, realist, what's going on, bro? I'm telling you, you better start getting in accordance. It's gonna be a real, it's gonna be a real fucking eye opener for some of y'all. When you wake up thinking shit smooth and you find out one of your kids is gone, we'll see what happens then. It ain't gonna be the same old rhetoric that everybody is trying to preach. It ain't gonna be no, oh, this should have never happened. No, it wouldn't have happened if you'd have did what you were supposed to do. Be a responsible adult. You got kids, it's time to act like you got them. Coffee? Yeah. Nah, Cherry, you said it in a funny way, but it's the truth. You got some kids that they run in their own household. I'm like, man, listen, it'd been karate chops everywhere. Go sit your ass down somewhere. You think you talking to? Have some respect. That's the problem now. They ain't teaching you no respect. Let me get give me give me 3 coasters and the rest bogeys. 3 coasters, the boats. Yeah. No, you good. You good, Liz. Nah, Cherry, you laughing, but it's the truth though. Come on now. It should be no reason why you got some of these people, you got some of these kids that they running their household. You like, nigga, couldn't be around the right people. Somebody would have karate chopped your ass. Sit your dumb ass down. See, the problem with some of y'all parents, and I can tell you this now, some of y'all are still fucking fearful of disciplining your kids because you feel you're going to catch an ACS case or something. Man, listen, we from that era where fuck an ACS case. You ain't going to tell nobody how to fucking raise their kid. And if they kid need to be disciplined, they going to get disciplined regardless. As long as they ain't fucking them up like a whole grown ass man, that's supposed to be the most important thing. But you still have to fucking discipline your kids. When you spare the rod, you spoil the child. Don't forget about that. I remember one time I had somebody recently tell me, yo, bro, I noticed you don't even pop up at the crib no more. I said, because not to be funny, I'd have slapped the shit out of you and your kid. Your kid running around here thinking that he owns shit and you sitting there allowing it. And what threw me off is this is a nigga that I knew for a fact was one of those I'll punch you in your face if you even try to dictate anything to me type of people. But you got your kid dictating shit in the house. Nah, I can't be around that because I end up hurting your kid. Then you gonna get mad. I'm end up hurting you. So I alleviate myself out of certain situations. You can only give advice, but it's up to these people to take it. It's up to these people to accept it. And some people don't want to accept truth. But guess what? You're gonna have a nigga like me that's gonna keep telling you truth and not gonna give a fuck about it neither. You could be in your bag about it, you could be in your tampons about it. Don't get mad when I hit you with logic and I'm not hitting you with emotion. Period. Tell you what's going on. You ain't walking to nothing. You just walked into a good, deep conversation. You know, again, some of these parents are definitely going to have to fucking get on point and get in accordance. See, I could respect and give love to those who are actually doing what they got to do. You know, being a active part of their kid's life, that's the most important thing. Those who are actually making sure their kids are on the right track, definitely the most important thing. I can respect that. I can't respect a sucker ass parent that ain't really going to be a parent. I can't respect it. Sorry, I can't. Not at all. Nah, Shiggy, that's why I moved out of that situation. 'Cause I was like, yo, bro, hold on. Nigga came to come chill out, and you mean to tell me your kid is just wilding out? You ain't even gonna say nothing but so much. And some of y'all be thinking because your kids become teenagers that you still have the right to lay the hand of God down on them if you have to. But most of them should already have that fucking respect anyway. I gotta respect my parents. Hey, Angel, what's going on? Tell you good. I already kind of figured as soon as I seen gas, and I ain't even smoking the gas yet. I already know. Nah, Angel, what got me mad is things in society, man, and things that need to change. Again, some of you parents are going to have to understand that your kid should not be out all hours of the fucking night. And when shit ends up happening, then what? Like, who the fuck are you going to blame again? Who you going to blame when you the one that could have prevented all of that? And people hate to hear that shit. You can't blame nobody about anything that happens with your kids if you ain't in accordance with your kids. You know your kid out here wilding the fuck out and you ain't even trying to open your mouth and say something. That goes to show you who the punk is. I'm sorry. And some of y'all act like y'all scared to catch one. Fuck out of here. Them niggas will be seeing me every other day in that office. Man, what you back in here for? Whoop my kid ass, but they trying to say I did extra shit. Sorry, because I'm not going to sit there and allow that. Let that giant turkey go to jail and see about them cold ass sandwiches. He be all right. Come, I ain't fucking with you, bro. Definitely appreciate you for dropping links, Andrew. Definitely appreciate y'all. Now you already know, bro. So like I said, we from that, and that's what we need to start bringing back. That era of look, nigga, this ain't just gonna be accepted. And some of you parents are from that era. So my thing is, why would you change up the whole dynamic? Because that's the problem. And this is a key problem now why certain shit is always happening. Y'all too busy trying to be your friend, you trying to be friends with your kids. That shit ain't fucking possible at all. You can fucking have a bond with them, all of that. God damn. But you ain't gonna fucking have no damn, yeah, let's go out to the club together. Let's go do this together. No, it's still supposed to be a boundary regardless. It's supposed to be a boundary regardless of how you feel about it. It is. If you don't feel so, then guess what? You wasn't raised right. Or you done fell and bumped your head. Because there's no way you can tell me being friends with your kid is the way to go. Telling you, y'all better start waking up. Don't cry later when your kid is in the morgue. Don't cry later when your kid might be doing life in jail. Don't cry something really bad happens to them. You can't do nothing but blame your damn self. That's all I'm gonna tell you. And that's the problem now. It's not too many, in my opinion, it ain't too many grandmothers that's really like putting it down the way they supposed to be putting it down. I'm from that era where if the moms didn't catch your ass, your grandmother was definitely gonna catch you, nigga, and you were gonna definitely get served. Fried fricassee, and then when your parent came home, you already know what to do, right? Exactly. Some of y'all need double ass whoopings because it's like one ass whooping ain't good enough for y'all. Y'all don't understand that it's things that you just shouldn't be doing, period. Get back to that. I guarantee you half of these kids are shaped the fuck up. Start really implementing that ass whooping. How much you want to bet half of them is going to get in accordance? And I ain't talking about whoop your kids' ass as far as punching them. I ain't talking about whooping their ass as far as bruising them up and beating them up like a fucking adult. No. What I'm telling you is discipline your child. This is the reason why they have butt cheeks. Everybody has butt cheeks. Disciplinary. Some of y'all mess up because even if you are trying to discipline your little ones, you're treating them like you was fighting another nigga in the street. That's not the way it goes. Now, when your kid get out of pocket, raise up, what's going on? When your kid get out of pocket and raise up like they want a box, then you do, all right, get the Bernie Mac status. Punch him right in the stomach or the throat. Let him feel like, look, you ain't raising up on me. You're not. I brought you in this world. I will really take you out if I have to. See, nobody wants to hear this type of truth and logic. Nobody want to hear it coming from me, but you're going to hear it. You're going to have people like me that's going to keep speaking on that, whether you like it or not. And some of you are going to have to fucking wake up. And if you ain't going to get woken up by the people, guess who will wake your ass up and give you that real realization and that humble shit you're supposed to be getting? That man upstairs. So you keep fucking playing and thinking that is a game. Y'all keep sitting here being irresponsible parents. Keep doing it. See what happens. You're going to have more hurt than you have joy. I don't think no parent should be burying any of their kids before time. Period. No parent should have to worry about burying their kids. But if your kids is out here wild and they ain't fucking showing no love and respect, what you think gonna happen? They ain't showing no morals, no boundaries, no nothing. What you think gonna happen? And then again, you can't blame nobody else but yourself. Don't let that go over your head. Yeah, Mo, you already know how it was, man. Listen, don't let us say cut that switch. Or don't let them already have son in the corner waiting for your ass. You already know what time it is. Ass whoopings galore, you know? Shiggy, you wasn't perfect. You wasn't perfect yesterday or the day before. Stop your lying shenanigans. Nah, it's all good. Nah, but you know, most people didn't have to worry about that. See, those who really didn't, who rarely got disciplined, that's because they listened. They understood the fucking message. They understood what the assignment was. Let me try to make my parents as happy as possible, and let me make sure I can make it to my 18th birthday. Like, that's it. Let me follow protocol, and I'm usually about good. It's usually the knuckleheads that usually have to get the back and forth sometimes. And sometimes they only knuckleheads because if they watching and looking at everything you're doing, they're gonna follow that same fucking thing. Period. They're gonna follow that same way you moving. Well, shit, my father can move like that. I can move like that. If my mom's is moving like that. I can move like that. You gotta be mindful of what you teach them and what you're doing around them too. Say, I'm telling you, this is why I said, you know, it's the truth. Cause we from that era. You thought you was raising up, nah, nigga, you gonna get this work. Like, you gonna think you gonna see God. That's what I'm saying. Most of these ones that came from that, we knew what it was. We knew what the game plan was. Just try to make it, you know. You know, some people don't want to take that into consideration. That the greatest part of your life, especially y'all, the greatest part and the most wonderful part of your life should be having and raising kids. You got a family now. That's supposed to be the goal. I want to have a family. I want to raise them, watch them grow, make sure that they good, make sure that when it is my time to go, they know what the fuck to do and how to keep it moving. Shit. Nah, and you have to. Even when they get grown, because you're gonna have some of them, it's not all of them, but you'll always have one that really think he the bravest. Man, I'll raise up on you. All right. You just did that. I watched it. I just watched the shit happen a couple weeks ago. Little nigga out here thought he was really about that. Like, turned around. Nigga Pops turned around and said, "What? Nigga, what you said? Mop, mop, mop." The 3 fastest punches I ever seen from an old man. And I said old, as in walking with a cane old. That nigga dropped the cane and said, "Wop, wop, wop." Fuck you talking to? Don't forget, I'm still your father. I might look like your grandfather, but I'm your father, nigga. Like, what's wrong with you? Man, listen, we know what it is. Some of us, man, listen, we wasn't getting hit with the brushes, the heels, whatever was in sight, we was getting our asses whooped, especially if we wild the fuck out. We know that. That's what needs to happen. But see, our ass whoopings wasn't as, you ain't never had no real kids coming to school with a black eye, broken arm, busted rib, or some shit like that. No, you just see their asses crying and sore like, damn, my back hurt. Yeah, you got that ass whooped like you were supposed to. But y'all done made it to a point now, and that's why I still kept this disclaimer up. Because the people of the government, y'all motherfuckers making it seem like parents can't be parents no more. Unless you motherfuckers plan on raising everybody's kids, shut the fuck up and let everybody be a parent. I'm sorry, I gotta say that. Shut the fuck up and let them be their own parents. Stop trying to dictate shit. What you should be doing is really looking out for those who really need it. Because how many people caught an ACS case for nothing? Meanwhile, you got shit that's really going on with people who should be getting fucking kids taken away from them, and y'all motherfuckers is overlooking that. I think it's fucking sad. Y'all want to try to dictate to everybody how to raise their kids. Motherfucker, you come raise the kids and see how that fucking works. Now, I'm sorry, but this era of the world has become soft because y'all fucking so fearful of catching a damn case from the fucking government. Fuck the government, man. Sorry for saying it like that. They can't tell you how to raise your kids. They wasn't laying up with you when you had these kids. So they shouldn't be able to dictate nothing. And if you ain't doing anything of the sort of abusing your kids, they should definitely mind their fucking business. That's it. Mr. Haas, what's going on? Blood Files, what's going on? Nah, it's fucking sad. Y'all you set this shit up the way now you think the kids run everything. No, eventually at some point, the majority of these adults are not going to give a fuck no more. And some of them already don't give a fuck because they still disciplining their kids the way they're supposed to, which I respect. I can't respect somebody that's, oh, I don't want to catch a case. I don't want to catch one of these. Fuck out of here. So that means you let your kid win. Yeah, but see, that's the sad part. And that's another reason why I said they need to mind their fucking business. Because guess what? You done called on somebody, and now if they pop up and see ain't nothing going on, your house is legit, everything is good, you ain't in no type of danger, who that look bad on? That look bad on both of y'all, but it look bad on you as the kid. It's how you trying to fucking get mad because your parent is telling you something or disciplining you for something that you fucking know you wrong in. The fuck out of here. Y'all kids better stop trying to use that as a scapegoat and stop trying to use that for every little thing because you upset with your parent. Your parent ain't abusing you in any way, shape, or form. Don't even think about calling them fucking people on them. And then some of y'all don't even realize you fucked yourself up. And you want to know how you fucked yourself up? Now your parent get one of these cases, and let's say 9 out of 10, they really believe that this shit is going on. They take their ass to jail. Where the fuck you gonna stay at? You didn't think about that. And what if you got people that don't want to fucking have no type of whatever with you? So again, you putting yourself out there. You kids think everything is supposed to just be done your way. No. You gotta fucking understand that there's a balance. Just like the adults understand it's a balance, you kids gotta understand that there's a fucking balance too. It ain't easy trying to raise people when people act like they don't want to be fucking raised at all. That niggas got the game fucked up. Oh, hey, what's going on, bro? The problem now, got the game too fucked up. Nah, Tay, but that's something that they should be thinking about. Because God forbid now you done lied on your parents. Let's say they take both of your parents in. Where you gonna stay at, fool? If you ain't got no immediate family that's gonna take you in, where the fuck you going? You gonna be going right through the system. Stupid. And my thing with some of these fucking government officials, especially these quote unquote child care people, if you got a wind of something and you come out and find out that it's not what it is, do you necessarily still think this person should have a fucking case on them? Or should you just say, you know what? I'm just going to leave this alone because it seemed like it's just this, that, and the third. No, you'll still try to put a case on them because you assholes ain't realizing that this person them basically got pranked on, basically. Meanwhile, while you sitting there worried about somebody who's not being abused and being neglected, there are people who are actually being abused and neglected, and you're not even fucking following up on shit. Or did we forget about some of these news stories? How many of these young women and these young boys got killed because you quote unquote ain't fucking paying attention to them? If you know they already had a case on them as far as violence and everything else, you're supposed to be checking up to make sure that household is what it's supposed to be. And if you feel nothing has changed, then that's when you're supposed to remove the child and put them where you see fit. But you worried about everything else. Fuck out of here. You're worried about the people disciplining their children the way they're supposed to discipline them. If they would discipline them, some of this shit that's going on now would cease to exist. Nah, because that's sad. And some of y'all really, and this is a public service announcement for you youngins. I know some of y'all probably on this internet watching too. Don't sit there and do some fuck shit against your parents and think that it's not going to come back to you. That shit will haunt you. That shit will definitely plague you one way or another. You know, because I can say this is a mixed bag because you have some people who will call child protective services on people for no reason just because they mad about something or because they that petty with somebody. I've seen this happen. I done literally seen certain fights happen because people lying, calling, and when people found out what the fuck was going on, yeah, of course they're gonna be ready to fight. You just try to fucking get my child taken away from me for nothing. Bitch, I gotta fuck you up now. Are you bugging? And it's a really sad day, man. Like I'm sorry. Some of this came from last night. Again, I shouldn't have been walking downstairs and see a bunch of young girls that's not even old enough to even in there chilling in the staircase. Like, come on, anything could have happened. You could have had a serial rapist running around for all you know. You could have had somebody that don't give a fuck and just was ready to be on violent time. You could have had one of these crazy ass dope heads. You could have had one of these crazy ass loony birds that's supposed to be in the asylum that could have ended up hurting any one of them. And what would have happened? Who would have been mad? Who would have been really feeling the type of way? The parents. But don't think the kids wouldn't feel the type of way neither, because they would also feel the type of way like, damn, I shouldn't have put myself in this position in the first place. I should have kept my ass home. It fucks up everything when your kids get fucking subjected to some shit they ain't supposed to get subjected to. So you parents better wake the fuck up for real. This ain't no game no more, man. Y'all want to see changes, you want to have to be a part of that. You want to have to keep vocal and keep doing what you got to do. And you got some people that think they'll say shit even in the comment section and think that that's going to stop a nigga from, nope, I'm going to still be bringing that raw regardless. I don't give a fuck. Because some people actually will listen and hear that shit and actually take heed to certain things that are being said. So on that note, give a fuck. Even when I do an upload, if I feel like it ain't a positive fucking note, I'm going to tell you about it. Point blank. Sleazy, what's going on, sis? No, I'm speaking to everybody because it's a two-way street, Tay. And some of these, and I know more dudes that was calling on the fucking parents than the fucking women. And you'd be like, why the fuck you even trying to blind your parents up for the bullshit? Come on now. You blessed enough to be in a fucking house, not on the streets. You got clothes on your back, food in your fucking stomach. How unappreciative could you be to somebody that fucking gave you birth? If you really that upset about something, open your mouth and be vocal about it. The fuck? You think a parent is not going to listen to you if you fucking telling them something? You got to be able to come at them and come at them truthfully. Some parents ain't going to want to hear no bullshit lies, no made up nothing. They going to want to know what's going on for real. And if you ain't even big enough to fucking man up and say, well, this is what's going on, then I don't think you should be even trying to put your parents in any type of fucked up predicaments, period. YouTube, sis, you already know. Anytime this shit is open, you know what it is. I don't expect everybody to fucking listen or even fucking take heed to shit. I don't care. But this message is still getting the fuck out there. And again, I don't believe in giving up on humanity regardless of how the fuck humanity is being shaped right now. So when you got a person like me, I'm going to be vocal about that shit. And I'm going to keep being vocal. And I don't give a fuck. And if you don't like that I'm being vocal and bringing this shit, again, leave. Because I don't want no fake love, no fake support, nothing from nobody. Period. We don't do those over here. You got to be the example for those who either don't care or who are unaware. You have to still be a fucking vocal point of that, regardless. Because at some point, somebody might wake up and say, you know what? This brother was speaking some truth right there. Uncle L, what's going on, bro? I wasn't going to keep y'all butt for so long. I think D Truth is still alive, if I'm not mistaken. He's definitely about to pop up and show him some love if the live ain't over. But these are the type of topics that need to fucking be brought to the table, and that's what's going to keep getting brought to the table. And whether people like it or not, I'm still going to be a vocal part of whatever. Period. And when I decide I'm going to shut my mouth, it's going to be for good reasons only. Other than that, I'm bringing this work, whether you like it or not. So motherfuckers better get used to this mouth. They better get used to this face. They better get used to it because it ain't going nowhere. Refuse to go anywhere. How you doing? And that's the problem now. Some of y'all don't stand 10 toes down on anything. I'm one of them rare breeds. When I say I'm standing on your neck, I'm standing on your fucking neck. Period. You could take that to the bank with you. Ryder, what's going on, bro? For those who just tuned in, y'all already know, hit the like button. And if y'all new to the channel, like, share, comment, and subscribe. I'm going to say one more thing before I get up out of here, though. I want this to be adamant to everybody. If people think that comments are going to make any type of difference in the way I'm moving, your comments don't mean shit to me. Sorry to say it like that. Because I know for a fact what's going on in this world. And don't think that a nigga is not paying attention to shit. But again, when you got people who don't want to stand up on anything, you're going to keep getting shit like this happening. A nigga like me ain't fucking taking that from nobody. Not even in real time. So guess what? Your comments mean nothing. Your words mean nothing. Because if you ain't even trying to sound like you really for the fight, then you for the problems then. And expect all the problems to happen. You ain't standing up for anything, guess what? You're going to allow shit to happen to yours. It's going to be people on here who are going to be truthful and be quote unquote professional with their mouth. I'm not. Not going to be one of those. I don't sugarcoat nothing. Never did, never will. If I got to sugarcoat something, then that means it's something that I know for a fact I don't want to have to hurt you or bring no attention to, but it's going to be brought at some point. Because there's topics that we know for a fact, regardless to what, everybody going to be able to chime in on. When it comes to kids, period, I don't give a fuck what race. No kid should have to go through any type of traumatic experiences they do not have to go through before they're an adult, period. A lot of y'all need to grab up your fucking kids for real. Because you thinking this shit is a game until you find out it ain't a game no more. And now it's, oh, my baby, my baby. You didn't give a fuck about your baby when your baby was out here running wild crazy. You didn't give a fuck about your baby when you allowed your kid to go out and be out all hours of the night. I'm tired of y'all motherfuckers crying and moping about shit. And then you allowing shit to happen to your kids. Shut the fuck up all the way then. You ain't gonna be a better parent. Shut the fuck up. So I can tell you. And I'm keeping it the way I'm keeping it. I don't care who feel the type of way about it. Do something. Pop off. And I'm gonna pop off all the way. You know this. Time for y'all to really get in accordance with these kids, man. Even if they ain't your kids. Start showing them that it's something better in the fucking world besides drama and madness. You ain't gonna do that and you ain't gonna stand up on shit. And nobody should take you serious at all. Fucking sad. When the kids should be in the house at 1, 2 in the morning, they out and about hanging in the streets. They hanging in stairwells. They hanging in lobbies where shit could possibly fucking happen. And nobody gives a fuck until something does happen. This shit gotta stop, man. You ain't prepared to be a fucking parent. Don't bring no kids in this world, man. And if you already slipped up and you got a kid, you better fucking do the right thing as a parent and start doing what you're supposed to do. Because you should be asking this question. Do you want a lifetime of happiness or do you want a lifetime of misery? And I'm speaking to some of y'all young women too. Stop putting yourselves in positions to where you could be fucked over in life. And you can't blame nobody if you ain't taking no type of responsibility for your shit and your actions. Sorry, you're not. There's no way you're going to fucking tell me that you put yourself in a position now you want to blame everybody else. That's not the way that works. When y'all don't take accountability for your actions, these are the type of things that are going to happen. And when some of y'all really not taking care of the responsibilities at home as a parent, you're going to get what the fuck coming to you one way or another. That karma does come back. I believe that shit. How you doing? No problem. I'm telling you. You know, you think it's a game. It's not a game no more. You're going to find out when you sitting at that funeral home looking at your child, or you sitting behind that bar looking at your child looking all crazy. And again, some of y'all youngins think y'all that prepared for the world. Guess what? You're going to find out this world is colder than you fucking think. Better get your shit right, man. Because if not, you just going to be falling in the dragon's pit and stay there. Me, I'm going to be trying to do what the fuck I can do. And I don't care if it's something small or if it's something big. This right here might be small, but it's also something big because it's bringing awareness. It's trying to fucking tell the people exactly what the fuck is going on and how to fucking battle this shit. So I don't give a fuck. I don't got to be on the forefronts every day. Me fucking bringing this awareness and standing on the forefronts regardless. Fuck out of here. If y'all don't like what's being bought, y'all don't like what's being said, kindly leave. Because I'd rather have real support than fake support, period. And some people should have that notion to think, you know what? He is speaking something truthful. Yeah, some of y'all gonna have to fucking start getting on these adults too. Well, fuck. People always, oh, you can't tell me how to raise my kids. No, I'm not gonna tell you how to raise your kids. But I can give you some proper advice so your kid don't end up being another victim. And if you ain't gonna listen to that, then don't get mad when your kid becomes another victim. So I'm gonna tell you. Love it. What's going on, sis? Mitra, what's going on? Definitely appreciate y'all for tuning in. You know, I wasn't even gonna be crazy with it, but after last night's upload, and then after 1 or 2 comments, I just said, oh nah, we going in today. We're gonna definitely go in because apparently some of y'all don't understand. It doesn't matter who is unaware and who don't care. When you got people who are actually gonna fucking stand on their fucking 10 toes and they're gonna bring this work, they're gonna bring this work, whether you like it or not. Y'all cannot get mad when somebody is being truthful and vocal about shit and they ain't coming from an emotional standpoint. So just get prepared for it. I'm not going nowhere. And I don't think I'm going nowhere. And if y'all think anything that y'all say is going to deter me or stop me from trying to fucking see some sort of change, kick rocks, smoke rocks, eat llama dicks, and die. Sorry, that's how I feel today. I chose violence. And I'm going to continue to choose that for every time I see some shit that I know for a fact irks my spirit. No young child, again, should be out and about 1, 2 in the morning, and there's nothing constructive going on. 1, 2 o'clock in the morning is usually when a lot of shit is popping off. Get your fucking kids in order. You ain't gonna get them in order. Guess what? Don't be mad at the world when something happens. Be mad at yourself because you didn't do enough. Tori, what's going on, sis? Nah, Ryder, because I'm tired of seeing certain shit like that, man. That's all I'm saying. They sitting in the staircase, not even fucking paying attention. Anybody could have been coming down that stairwell, and guess what? It'd have been curtains for them. For all you know, one of them could have got killed, one could have got raped, and one could have probably got robbed. You don't know. Be too much shit going on. You motherfuckers is not paying attention. And then you allowing the kids to do what the fuck they want to do instead of saying, let me check this shit right here. I don't give a fuck if they was becoming teens. They still got to follow a protocol and they got to follow that. They can't follow it, then they need to be on their own. And half of them ain't going to be on their own. They ain't going to go on their own because they don't got nothing to fucking do. They ain't working. They ain't doing shit they supposed to be doing. So a child's supposed to stay in a child's place until further notice. Not trying to be an adult before time. Those who hear me go off like this, it's rare you won't catch me like this. Any other time, I just be chilling. But this right here, that got me pissed the fuck off. Because you don't know what could have happened. And then what? Who's to blame? It ain't going to be the fucking kids. It's going to be you. You, the parent. It's going to be your fault. Because when your kid should have been in the house, they out and about. This is something that should not go over nobody's head. Get it together, man. Get it together, not just for the sake of yourself, but get it together for the sake of your fucking kids, man. And again, some of y'all are gonna have to be real adamant and really start popping up on it. That means if you gotta pop up to the school, so be it. You think your kid might be up to no good and you ain't really sure, you better pop up and see what's going on. Because if you don't, it's gonna be the same things that's happening. Your kid probably gonna be out here wilding, you being naive, and then now something happens to your kid. Now you want to blame the world. No, you gotta blame yourself because you wasn't in accordance with your fucking kid, bro. Period. Nah, Ryder. I know, bro. I'm just saying. You know I don't like getting uptight with this, but that type of shit I hate. Because again, you don't know what could have happened. What if, prime example, what if I wasn't on this type of time? What if I was on demon time? And I'd assume some shit was going on. That'd have been an incident right there. For what? Because instead of you having your kid in the house, they out and about hanging, smoking, doing whatever, trying to be grown. You want to be grown. I'm going to say this to all y'all youngins right now that's Philly. I don't want to hear nothing. You want to be grown so badly, get a fucking job, get out your parents' crib and do what you do then if that's the case. If you ain't going to be able to do that, shut the fuck up and be a good kid, man. Start loving your parents. Start respecting your parents. I ain't gonna be sugarcoating nothing no more, even when it come down to these youngins, because these youngins are saying worse things than I'm saying out my mouth. So it's gonna be dumb. It's gonna be all nothing but fucking words of war. I don't honestly care. You're gonna get this work, like I said. Some of y'all actually need to get it together. And if you got parents that actually do give a fuck about you and want you to do good, you better get the fuck on board. Because if not, you can't blame nobody in the world for your fuck ups but yourself. If you're not going to take accountability for your actions, then guess what? Nobody else is going to take it. You're going to have to eat those regardless of how you feel about it. Some of y'all are in the best positions because you have people who don't even have fucking homes to go to. You got people who wish they had fucking parents that cared about them. You got some that don't even got parents and wishing that they had the love that some of y'all have. Y'all better wake the fuck up to realization, man. You better wake up to that realization. Because again, in all circumstances, your parents could have gave you the fuck up as soon as they had you. But if they took their chances with you, guess what? That means that they actually care about you. So you should be doing the same thing, caring about them too. Fucking crazy, man. Hey, Tanya, what's going on? Telling you, y'all better get in accordance. Telling you, y'all better get in accordance. Y'all think that it's a game until your asses is locked up, and then who you gonna be looking forward to get you out of jail? Your parents. You get into some real wild shit and nobody can't save you. Who gonna come save you? Your parents. Especially those who give a fuck about you. I'm talking to those who do have parents that give a fuck about them. You better start giving a fuck about your parents too. Fucking crazy, man. And it's sad, and that's the truth, Mo. It's not. Nothing in these streets is fair no more. Ain't nothing never been fair in the streets. It ain't nothing never been good for nobody in the streets if you ain't really playing that game. And even if you playing that game, it still ain't nothing good. That shit ain't gonna show you nothing but death and prison. And if it don't show you either or, it's just gonna show you that the game is not what you think it is. The game is rigged. These streets, fuck being a myth, it's a fucking reality. And some of y'all definitely, and I'm speaking to y'all again, you youngins. Most of y'all not prepared for that fucking war, and you definitely ain't prepared to be gone before 21. Get yourself and get your life right, man. And if you got parents that give a fuck about you, you better start doing the right things for them. Fuck out of here. Y'all think shit is fucking funny. No, prison is a beast. These streets is a beast. And if you ain't got that mentality to hold up and stand strong, you gonna fall. Don't think you won't. That part right there too, Cherry. Shit. They got the game fucked up. And they still gonna have the game fucked up because they feel nobody can tell them nothing. Just like some of the adults. This is where some of these kids get that mentality. Oh, you can't tell me nothing. No, we supposed to be fucking teaching each other because there's things that we might not know that they know and vice versa. So we supposed to be receiving the information from each other. We supposed to be building on accords. Even as parents with their kids, you're supposed to be building with your kids, not being friends with them. No. You good, bro. Ain't nobody try shit, nigga. You know how I give it up, nigga. I'm sour with it. I did an upload yesterday, and I was only just I'm mad because I wanted to do that live, but I was like, you know what, I'm gonna wait because I was busy trying to support everybody that was live last night, and I had some good vibe, and I think it kind of kept my mind in a good spirit. And I appreciate you, Tanya, for doing that live last night. Even though they was hating on my ass, I don't care. They let you rock out. Nah, rather, you get mad because when you see certain things of that nature, especially when it's young women, you be like, where the fuck are the parents at? Why are they not in the house? Why are they out and about when you know shit can happen? God forbid it'd have been a shooting. Again, that'd have been 3 lost lives or probably 1 lost life and 2 people hurt because they wasn't where they were supposed to be at in the safety of a fucking home. What the fuck is wrong with y'all parents, man? Y'all better start getting in accordance with your kids. So you always gonna get one of these. You always gonna get one of those. Take that adult insane and go to adult your mother. Yeah, Tony, don't feel bad. They cut me off twice, 3 times in the middle of that live, and I ain't even reach a whole hour and 40 minutes. I ain't even reach an hour and a half. So I know how they playing. And that's why I got this copyright disclaimer up too. You niggas up there in that higher ups is gonna get mad at me from now on because I'm not playing by your fucking rules, man. I'm not playing by it no more. Y'all got me fucked all the way up. If you think I'm not gonna be playing music or doing whatever for the fun of it, fuck out of here, man. And if you mad about the music, how about you put a fucking list up of the songs that we can't play? And then maybe, just maybe, a nigga actually listen to you. L Billy, what's going on? Christy, what's going on? Yeah, you always gonna get one of those, and those don't even be trolls sometimes, right? I find out some of them shits really be bots. You be like, damn, son, y'all really mad because somebody's speaking some truth? You won't get even extra mad. You won't get extra mad when I really start bringing that shit to the forefront. It's gonna be like, oh, yeah, I'm gonna show you how knowledgeable a hood booger really is. Give a fuck how fucking rough around the edges I am. Don't think a nigga ain't smart. Don't think a nigga ain't paying attention to shit neither. Nah, Tanya, you ain't the only one getting sick of them. Cause I don't see how y'all nigga, and I'm gonna say this again, I don't see how y'all allowing certain motherfuckers to play music longer than 3 hours. Some of the motherfuckers don't even be talking throughout the music process. And you ain't fucking shutting they shit down. Unless it's something I don't know about. It's either that or y'all just hating on the fact that a nigga like me came in here and made something happen. And I'm keeping the shit the way it's supposed to be kept. Positive. Think that's why y'all mad. But I don't listen to none of that. Only thing y'all gonna do is make me even more mad. You gonna make me say and do some shit that probably get me kicked off this app. So y'all keep playing with the right nigga right here. You're gonna find out the hard way. What's going on? Angela, what's going on, sis? I see you in there. Exactly. I'm not worried about that though, Cherry. They can't stop somebody from being themselves. You want somebody that's genuine, you got it. Don't get mad because I don't abide by your rules. You don't want nobody to have no fun and play music. Guess what? I'm going to be playing music. I paid for the music. It's coming from my house. So therefore, you can't tell me shit unless you're going to come knock on this door and tell me to my face. And you ain't even going to do that. And you keep trying to talk about copywritten music. Oh, your video has been blocked and such and such. If it wasn't no issues going on with those two specific countries, your bitch asses wouldn't give a fuck about me playing no music. You definitely wouldn't. Yeah, he always being huff, bro. Sometimes I get to the 2 hour, I don't even get to the 2 hour mark. You want to start hating. Why are you hating when you know 9 out of 10 I'm getting rid of the video anyway? But you know, I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna do what the fuck I've been doing. And can't nobody stop me or tell me anything. I didn't come out your womb or your nutsack, so you can't dictate nothing to this grown ass man right here. You don't like what I said, eat rocks and suck dicks. Sorry. That's how I'm giving it up today. I chose violence. Yeah, nah, Cherry, we had a good time. Like last night, I did the music early only because I was trying to be in accordance. And see, I didn't know what time Tanya was going. That's why I said let me start early. And I was going to try to bring back the poetry night last night, but after all that shit happened, I couldn't even get in a poetic spirit because my mind and everything was just upset to the core. Jay Metz, what's going on, man? Jay Metz, you good, bro? Shit, you ain't the one that's hating, and I believe somebody actually hating. Because again, how ironic, sometimes you don't even get past the hour and a half and somebody already, oh, interruption of your streams. Come on, bro. That means one of y'all motherfuckers is going back saying something and y'all corny for doing that too. Don't get mad because a nigga like me know how to build around people and know how to just keep everybody happy. When you learn to fucking do that, you'll be all right. Stop worrying about me and worry about you. Now, I ain't busting no round today because I'm gonna hit all these motherfuckers with an AK and tell these niggas to go on about their good day. Shit. Ain't giving no balls, no nothing. How you doing? That been sitting there for oh, that's housing. Let the housing they let it stay there. No, they already know what it is. Shoot. And I wouldn't be surprised, Jay, because like I said, one day I didn't even get past an hour and 10 minutes and they was already interrupting the stream. And even if it is certain music you don't want to be played, how about you give a fucking list out of the shit that you don't want played? Because I found that ironic. And I think I know why some of these songs they giving copyrights for. Because you motherfuckers is using that shit for TikTok and Vines. Because how ironic, I played that Cuff It song one good time, never got a problem. The second time I tried to play it, interrupted the stream. Now you can't even play that shit as much because these motherfuckers is using this music left and right. Go fuck out of here, man. Shit crazy, man. You already know, Hellbilly. Appreciate you, bro. It's fucking crazy. Y'all worry about the wrong person. Y'all need to worry about the right people. And until y'all understand that, you're gonna understand that you just gonna have violence with people. That's it. And if you ain't prepared for that fucking smoke, if you're not prepared for none of that, I think you should just leave me the fuck alone. So I'm gonna tell everybody. Tread lightly when you fucking with a person like me. Yeah, they getting real stupid with that shit. You can't even play certain, even if you sit here and tell them, look, this is just copyright disclaimer, so on and so forth. They still being huffed with certain shit on here. But again, you're not putting up a list of things that can and can't be done. And your guidelines ain't as fucking clear as they supposed to be. So again, until you fix those shits, how about you leave me the fuck alone? Because you're gonna be mad. You're gonna definitely be upset. No doubt, Christy. You already know prayers and condolences. You already know we here, sis. You already know. Look, anytime you going through anything, you already know what it is. I know people got lives and so on and so forth, and I ain't saying that. I got a life. See, my life don't consist until the nighttime. That's what happens when you a night owl and you get in that bag. Nah, they doing that to everybody, Tanya. And they're not even that they doing it to everybody. They doing that to specific people. They're not doing that to everybody else. So again, I don't want to hear shit until you fix your guidelines. You could go eat some porridge and go suck on some llama nuts too while you at it, because your boy gonna be on some shit today. As a matter of fact, we got some music this afternoon on the backup. Let them come to the backup. So I'm gonna back their asses right on down. Fuck out of here, man. Not going to try to dictate anything to a whole grown man about how he move and how he keep his community happy. Instead of focusing on us with the music, focus on the trolls and the people that's doxing. When you do that, then you saying something. Until then, shut all the way the fuck up for life. Man, feel good now. Definitely feel a little good. You know, we definitely here for you, Christy. Like, that's the one thing. Anything that affects one of us, that affects us all, we are here for you. Prayers and condolences, especially in this time of need right now. And that's for anybody that's losing somebody, that lost somebody, or could possibly be losing people. Prayers and condolences, and also healing prayers to those who need it. Yeah, man, I'm gonna be on my bullshit though. Because again, y'all focusing on the wrong people and you ain't focusing on the right people. Focus on the people who are giving out people's information and addresses. Focus on them people who are just being nuisances on this app. When you focus on that, then you can focus on somebody playing music. Don't fucking try to hate and don't try to interrupt the fun, because I will regulate. Fuck out of here. I think people care about claims and all that shit. That shit don't mean nothing. A claim could get ripped out just like a ticket get ripped out. Again, don't focus on the wrong person. Focus on the right people. Don't get mad because a nigga really bringing something that's rarely being bought. Unity. Fuck out of here, man. But you know, I ain't gonna keep y'all. Definitely appreciate y'all for tuning in. I'm gonna definitely be back with some music later this afternoon on the backup page. If y'all ain't subbed to the backup, make sure you do. And trust me, I will be setting a reminder. Even though your boy got to work tonight, we in here at a certain time and we gonna rock out until near time. If y'all was new to the channel, again, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Shout out to the replay game. Shout out to the Shadow Watchers rocking with your boy. Y'all already know what it is. For everybody that was in attendance this morning, y'all already know love is love and it will be reciprocated as such. Y'all ain't have to be here, but you was. I don't know how to be fake. All I could do is give you real. And that's all you gonna get. You know? And I'll definitely set a reminder up for later. We gonna definitely rock out. And if I feel like I do it the opposite way from what I was doing it, oh, I will. If they interrupt anything today, just know this for y'all. I will be right back. And I will be back the right way. Because I'm noticing some things too. And I think I'm going to take that into accordance today. And if I don't set up a time reminder, I could be going straight live from the app itself. So just know that. You're going to hear some music today. We're going to get this work. Again, definitely appreciate y'all. Y'all going to enjoy yourselves. Y'all be great. Keep that third eye open. Stay safe. Until the next live, we out of here. Peace and blessings.